Hey guys, happy Halloween! And for celebration of this spooky season, I thought of reviewing the Hugo Strange Batman figure. So this is part of it's called Platinum series, but it's really just figures that McFarlane thought, hey, I'm gonna make these hard to find. That's a great head sculpt, just straight off the bat. 12 plus, McFarlane Toys, 22 moving parts. On the side, just says Hugo Strange. On the back, we get this awesome cover art showing Hugo Strange, not as Batman, just classic Hugo Strange. And on the other side of the box, it says Hugo Strange's Batman, Batman Transference. And on the bottom, just different information. Let's take this spooky figure out of the box and look at this figure. Alright, here's the figure out of the box, and here's everything that he comes with. So first up, he comes with a mask of Bruce Wayne. Kind of looks like Jerry Seinfeld, or actually probably more like Cosmo Kramer. I actually like that he comes with this accessory, but he doesn't come with the Bruce Wayne head. It comes with these two fist hands, which are a reuse from the Three Jokers Batman. These are textured, while his open palm hands are not. He doesn't really hold the mask very well. This is about what you're going to get. Let's take a closer look at this figure. So right off the bat, I want to get to my biggest problem with this figure, which is that it is the hush body, which means that the neck is one piece, meaning that you cannot easily remove the head. I got this figure out of the box and I started wiggling the head a little. It was stiff as a rock. So here's his head sculpt, and this is a really cool head sculpt. Like, this is probably one of McFarlane's best head sculpts. And there's a look at his symbol. This is straight out of the comics. I don't exactly remember why I made the logo look like this. It kind of looks like eyebrows. So Hugo Strange stands about 7 inches. That is the same with every McFarlane figure. So the buck that he has on is the Three Jokers buck or the hush body. I have no idea. So let's check this figure for comic book accuracy. So in the comics, he has a big symbol. He has a regular yellow belt. He has no spikes on the gloves and no spikes on the boots. And he has a very specific bat symbol. I know that his costume has changed, like the one that this actual unmasked Bruce Wayne head came from. He actually had the regular symbol in that size, but every other comic he had a way big symbol. And in some comics, the blue is depicted as more of a green color, but the blue that is on it is a really nice blue that I really want to see with more Batman figures. He does have a cloth cape, or it's not really a cape, it's more of like a vinyl or something. This is something that I kind of messed up in my other videos. The other Batman did not actually have a cloth cape. It was more of like a vinyl material. If you are opening this figure, please heat this figure up even under just a hot tap. Something about Hugo Strange wearing the Batman costume is just really fun. And I didn't just buy this because it's another Batman. I actually know who Hugo Strange is from the comics. And I can honestly say he's the most underrated Batman villain of all time. If you didn't know, he was one of the only Batman villains, probably the only, to know that Bruce Wayne is Batman. Here's what the figure looks like with the fist hand and the gripping hand. It is pretty troublesome trying to get this hand to hold this mask. I think he should have came with a masked head where it's showing his beard. I think that it should have came with that. You know what? This should have been a regular released figure, and the Platinum edition should have been him wearing the cowl. I'm gonna show you what the Doctor looks next to Batman's in my collection. So here's Hugo Strange next to the Detective Comics 27 Batman figure. Looking back at this figure has the best cape out of all the Batmans that I have. And here's Hugo Strange next to the other Platinum edition, the Bullseye Batman. And here's Hugo Strange next to the Plastic Man Wave 3 Jokers Batman. And here's how the figure scales next to other McFarlane figures in my collection. So, my overall thoughts on the figure, I think that this is actually a pretty good figure. It's definitely not classic Hugo Strange. I think that using this body, it's fine. I actually think it looks pretty good, but I would much prefer the Nightfall body. For being a special edition figure, it doesn't really hold up. I don't like the alternate hands. I think that they should have been just more of classic Batman hands. Instead, they have details that wouldn't be on this body. I think the symbol is a little too small. I really dig the head sculpt. I just wish that the neck wasn't attached to the head sculpt, because that means that I cannot take off this head. So, all that aside, I think I will give this figure a 6. So, thank you all for watching. Leave a like on the video if you like it. If you like more videos like this, consider subscribing, and happy Halloween.
Hi, y'all.